Good afternoon, live streamers, or actually live chatters. There we go. Well, today is March 21st. This first full day of spring here in a beautiful Portland, Oregon, as my parents would say. And of course, you people from Britain, it's daylight savings time. Hopefully you're here. In fact, hopefully somebody is here. I don't see anybody yet. Well, anyway, it's a little bit chilly here in Portland. What is the temperature? 48 degrees, wow. And interesting that I don't see anybody on there. Hey, Pat, can you see me on here? I'm going to call my nephew. Oh, there he is. And see, you look good today. Well, thank you. I slept well. Yeah. VC, nice. Yeah, better late than never, right? All right, so how is everybody's spring sometime so far? It is a lovely day. Mohammed Atsarat in Gaza, yes. Kevin Wilson, Candace Eseni Saranko, Paul Mununga. Hello, nice to you. And C, of course, in Oklahoma. Peter Shields from Ireland. It is, what is it now, 7 hours difference? So is it 7:04 p.m. in Ireland? It must be. Episode 16 was great, VC. Yes. What was it? It was the epilogue. Richier, nice to see you. You're watching from Zambia. That's in Africa, of course. What's about 13 hours difference? UK, Jason. Mohammed, nice to see you. How's life in Gaza? Hopefully it's better. Kansas. I'm not in Kansas anymore. No, Aiden, I'm in Portland. I love that it's spring. So tired of winter. What, lazy Ranch? You're in Palm Springs. You have no right to complain. Come on. It doesn't get below zero in Palm Springs, does it? Well, let's start with, well, first of all, my audiobook, which I've serialized for free on YouTube for you folks, ended yesterday, episode 16, epilogue, reflections on the transformational journey. I'm happy to say that in the 2 weeks it's been for sale on Audible, we have had 21 book sales in 14 days. I expected maybe one if I were lucky. So, hey, Mr. Rocket 88, nice to see you. Noah and Tejas Manelka. Give me another one of your jokes. They're great. Josh Martin, nice to see you. Yop, haven't seen you before. YOEP, interesting. Anyway, so in 2 weeks, the serialized version, not cereal that you eat, but, you know, one episode at a time of this, of my memoir, which I wrote in 1997, right after I'd come out of the worst depressive episode of my life, When Going Through Hell, Don't Stop, which is really a takeoff on Winston Churchill, who said, when going through hell, keep going, but I like mine better. Loa the French Richie Swan. Hey, I really need a mental checklist to get out of the suicidal thoughts, which I've been having 20 hours a day lately. Wow. Well, go to my website, overcomingsuicidalpain.com. And in the meantime, only 17 people. Wow. Slow Sunday. Anyway, what are your thoughts that we can help you with? Usually that they're hopeless and there's no way out. That's not true. There's always a way out if you just reach out for support and get the right type of help. So share what you want to share, and we're more than happy to support you here. Laurie Buckman, never trust an atom. They make up everything. That's very good, actually. That's very, where'd you get that? I like that. I like Edward Steiner. Why should you, this is for the people in Ireland, why should you never iron a 4-leaf clover? You don't want to press your luck. All right. Lagai from Canada. Are you glad it's spring? It gets pretty chilly up in Canada. So your mental checklist, what type of thoughts you've been having and how can we help you with them? Lower the Frenchy Swan. By the way, very good, Laurie Buckman. Touche on your wonderful joke. Enjoying live stream, my nephew, who basically just let's do a video on the nature of bonds. He's becoming a really great investor. Life in Gaza is terrible. COVID-19 spreading like hell. There's no oxygen in the hospital. Pray for Gaza. Yes, let us all pray for Gaza. What a sad that people don't have their basic physical needs met. Have you ever heard of PEA supplements? You mean P like green peas? What does it stand for? Edward Steiner, I just quoted your joke. Why should you never press a 4-leaf? No, why should you never iron a 4-leaf clover? You don't want to press your luck. The proton said to the electron, stop being so negative. Yes, I would agree. Well, Lazy Ranch, you have no heat those 40, 50 degree days get cold. Just did a Zoom outside, lying in a field of wildflowers surrounded by goats. Wow. And why do you have no guilt? And someone just gave a $10, 10 pound. We were really low on the donations last week. It was, my account said, come on, Bloch, you can do better than that. Thank you for the 10 pounds, Jason. Always nice to see you on here. You've got a wonderful attitude and you're very helpful to so many people. Shirley K couldn't get logged in again. Well, here you are from Florida. Ouch, no heat must be tough with temps dropping like that. Yeah. Peace and love to you, Jason. What a wonderful man you are. Hopefully when I go to UK to do my lecture tour, I will we'll meet each other. Is COVID rising again in America? It's sort of, going down. Oh, by the way, for all you fearful vaccine people, I got a shot in the arm. No, I don't mean a shot in the arm like things are better, but a shot in the arm from Johnson & Johnson. One-shot vaccine with my best friend Stuart, who I've known for 63 years. Yes, from 9 to 72, 63 years I've known Stuart. Anyway, we went to this lovely church in Southwest Portland, and they just went into this big room with 8 different seats, and one of the pharmacists said, okay, here we go. And that was it. I forget what PE stands for, but apparently it's an anti-inflammatory that your body possesses. Well, let's look it up, Mr. Rocket. Go to Google and say, what is PEA? And see, the weather here in Oklahoma is beautiful. Ready, Ann? Oh, what a beautiful morning day. I have a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Okay, bad last song. So where'd that come from? What famous play and who wrote it? For one free chart of self-care activities to improve your mood. And the other important question for a chart is, whose birthday is it today? Very famous person. Really, from Panama. That's great. You're not getting the vaccine, and why is that? I know a lot of people are skeptical about them, and I certainly would not put anybody down who doesn't want to get it. And I wasn't crazy about it, but I got the vaccine because I wanted to do my part for my country so we could have herd immunity. There's got to be a pun somewhere there. So, spring is on its way here in the UK. Yes, Jason. Isn't that wonderful that we're tilted on a 23.5-degree axis? So we have axis. We have these things. The yucky of cold and rain here knocked almost all my azalea blooms off. You're in Florida, Shirley K. It should be cold. I went to see my parents every year for a quarter century in Florida in March. Hey, that's what this is. Right around now, spring break, and it was always beautiful. Palmitoylethamolamide. Rogers isn't. Of course, Richard Powell, you would know. You're a ham. You're an actor. Yes. Oklahoma, first major play by Rodgers and Hammerstein, 1943, I think. Changed the way that plays forever. We're down on Broadway. Because they're poison. And what is poison? Oh, maybe the PEA? Iman Alapur. Hey, Douglas, I'm on a trip now and I'm dying of anxiety, sweating all over and can't sleep. My brain is ruminating, circling around. What do you suggest? Well, I would suggest giving a call to your therapist wherever he or she may be. I would say deep breathing. I would basically use positive affirmations. I have a wonderful video called How to Rewire Your Anxious Brain. And if you're anywhere near a crisis line, you should call them. But you can get through this. And do you think it's because you're on a trip and you're away from home? Do you have anybody with you you can talk to? We can always make things easier with social support. Anyway, my video, which is a really good video that I used from a book of the same name. It's called How to Rewire Your Anxious Brain. Anyway, yeah, that should be helpful. And otherwise, cold shower, yes, that's very good. What do you get if you land on a cow? A pat on the head. Wow. That's all I can say. Trying to write a gratitude list sometimes helps. You're from Scotland, James D. I know, and I love Scotland. I lived there for 6 months. Hey, Rachel, nice to see you. Zepido Hacks, I'm depressed. Well, join the club. That's why people are here. Are you reaching out for help or treatment? Going back to my audiobook, I have 1 5-star rating. If any of you actually have gotten it on Audible, you know somebody who has, I'd love to have somebody write me a review, even if you just listen to the audio book on YouTube. Actually, there's a really nice guy named Chris who leaves me these great comments on YouTube. Maybe I'll ask him. If you need urgent help, breathe into a bag. Yes, I hear that helps a lot with anxiety. Cold water in the face. Yes, very good, Jason. That's a great idea. Breathe into a bag. Yes, Iman. Not just me, everybody here. Hey, Beth, any luck in getting work? Death is with me constantly in my head. Death meaning you're going to die. I think about death a lot. PA is a cannabinoid found in our bodies in natural food ingredients like milk or eggs. Interesting. And so you're going to take that as a supplement? Yeah, cannabinoids are good for relaxing people. Zepeto hacks. I can't stop playing Zepeto and really disperse. What is Zepeto? I don't know what that is. It must be a game. Thank you for all your videos, says Nancy. They help me so much. I have so much to be thankful for and many friends. And of course, I have God. Of course, a big thing. So again, you must tell me your secret of, I want to get to your age 84 at least. And I've had some, oh, by the way, my infection from last week, which I kvetched about, is now under control thanks to antibiotics. But I'm feeling more and more vulnerable the older I get. And see, do you feel more vulnerable at 84 than you did at 72? If not, I want to know what you're doing. So this is your Depression Radio Hour with Pastor Doug, which I should have said at the beginning. 1 hour of answering questions from all over the world about depression, anxiety, mental health, wellness, and more importantly, you guys are supporting each other and answering your own questions. It is now 12:14. We are 51. Does that mean 51 people are here, little guy? You wrote me a review on Audible. Thank you, little Frenchy Swan. Do you have to have bought the book on Audible? Why don't you email me and let's chat about it. I don't know if you can leave a. Here it is, right here. When Going Through Hell Don't Stop, now on Audible, it's an audiobook. Do you have to buy the book on Audible? Oh my God, what the hell is going on? Do you like, hey, Richard Farrell, nice to see you. All right, I'm going to let her know I'm in the middle of my iChat. Isn't that great when you get, hey, Beth, I'm in the middle of my live chat. I'll call you at noon, or at 1. All right, you guys talk. I'm just going to tell them. In the middle of my live chat. All right, and I'm going to turn the sound off, right? Do that for my... All right. Sorry for that interruption. How's it going, Richard Farrell? Says Jason Cool. You haven't had time to figure out WhatsApp and Zoom. You'll get it. Zoom is pretty straightforward. Pony Girl, yes. Nice to see you. I love it. Lyric Dulahi made it again, doing fairly well. I love your name. EFT tapping is really helping, says Shirley K. Wow. I had to attend a funeral yesterday. It was a flooding experience for me, and as I'm trying to recover from agoraphobia today, I felt awful physically. Well, that's your body reacting. Do something. Can you do something nurturing for yourself, Pony Girl? Peter McLaurin, I'm starting medical school in the fall and I've been feeling really anxious about it. Well, many people would. Medical school is very intense. I think even people who want to be doctors feel anxious about medical school. Carbon monoxide calms you down, says Jason, but not too much of it. Julie Knight, nice to see you. Going out for a walk, watch a sunset, skip with a rope, and play football against the wall. Exercise raises the happy hormones in the hippocampus. Also, up here in the where the dopamine is, I don't know where. I think it's the prefrontal cortex, or maybe not. But hippocampus is where the memory is. The hardest part of depression is memory loss. To remember my to-do list or even to look at them seems to be harder than ever to manage the stress and trying to carry on my business. Yeah, well, a lot of people, the hippocampus, which is the seat of memory, does shrink during depression, but when you get over it, it comes back to its neural position. So it is reversible. And what is your failing business, Lola Frenchy Swan? Maybe you can get some help in that. And anyway, yeah, I'm glad you're here, and I'm sorry you can't get any traction in recovery. I can't seem to get in a routine, which is a huge staple of my sobriety and mental health. Can you get a part-time job, Lola Frenchy Swan, or can you volunteer somewhere, or can you attend an outpatient program? All of these things help. I've been in your situation so many times. You're right. Structure, routine, very, very important to mental health. All right. 74 want to live, and then I think of the time that I've left, and that makes me sad. Yes, wife has been so wonderful for me. Well, it has been for me. Doug's hips never lie. Thank you. But yes, and I feel the same way at 72. Feel very sad that we're in the fourth quarter. There's some relief in candle gazing. I guess that's a form of meditation. It's good to be back, Thomas Doughboy. Nice to see you. Hello from Turkey, Harry Potter. Nice to see you. I see. I found that solving word puzzles helps my anxiety, especially like the cryptograms. It does refocus your brain. I solve chess problems. One step at a time, Peter. You'll have good days along with the bad ones. To have purpose is so important. So when you say your mind is full of death, Lagai, I still haven't quite got clear on what you mean. Ravam Mishna, you're back on the live stream. Nice to see you. 32 Anakisha Mishra, I'm mad at K-pop. What should I do, please? Tell me, please. I don't know what K-pop is. Maybe somebody does. Well, Lola Frenchy Swan, what are you doing for the depression? Are you on any sort of medication or cognitive behavioral therapy? And Julia's right, exercise is wonderful. It's 6:15 here, and I have to be up at 10. I know I'll feel horrible. 6:15 a.m.? Wait, you must be, what, 18 hours ahead of us? Wow. Are you like from in Australia somewhere, James? Sad all the time. Well, that's chronic depression, isn't it? Do you know what you're sad about, Lagai? Is there an external trigger, or is it just completely biochemical? K-pop is music from Korea. You're right, Mr. Rockets. Now I remember. It's very, very popular there. 32 Anushka Mishra, help me. I'm sad. Well, yes. Feeling sad is a horrible feeling, but if the sadness is due to the depression, yeah, it's depression. But sometimes you can feel sad because you've lost someone or someone's died or you're getting old like me. So there's external and internal causes. Anyway, James, can you go back to sleep? Would that help? Exercise burns off adrenaline that's been released by fight or flight. You're absolutely right, Jason Clulo. Very passionate for K-pop. Yes, I've seen. You're Aussie. Good, see, James French. I know I have some friends in Australia, so that's sort of how I knew. My English neighbor listens to Korean pop. Haha. You've gained 130 pounds on what, Lola Frenchy Swan? Antidepressants? Man, they must be. You sure it's not antipsychotics? They're the ones that antipsychotic worked. Yes, that's probably what must be causing you the weight gain because that's what normally does it, the antipsychotics. All right. No one has told me whose birthday it is today for a free copy of my self-care activities. Padar Shield is in 57 people. Wow, we've been low the last 2 weeks. Has invited someone to join the email group, and there's his email address. Nate V. Hey, nice to see you. She's one of the great commenters from Serbia, right? I like to listen to your audiobook too. Thank you, dear Doug, for all your help. God bless. Yes, nice to see you. Thomas Doughboy, overall, I've been feeling better for the last couple of weeks. However, there are noticeable times when I sink back anxiety and depression for a brief time. Then it's like it never occurred. That's exactly what recovery is like. You have these little dips, but you come out of them. right, I'm looking for my email address. And here it is, douglasbloch@gmail.com. The person said they might want to write a review of the audiobook When Going Through Hell Don't Stop. Let me know. I'm in the middle of putting up my audiobook of my classic book on affirmations, Words That Heal, which I'll let you know when it comes out. Shirley K says to Thomas Doughboy, that pattern indicates you were healing, feeling well most of the time with some dips and you come out of it. Yes, that's what happens. 32 Anushka Mishra, sir, I can't stop eating things that are inedible like glue and cream. I would definitely call a doctor and try to get some professional help. Yes, swimming is good exercise. Excellent. You're right, Jason. The Pacific Ocean curves a lot between New South Wales and Oregon. Yes, it does, doesn't it, James French? $13.99 in Canadian money from Lagai. Thank you, Lisa Deer up in Alberta. I hope you start to feel better. Sierra and Debony, thanks for saying hi, Douglas. She from Ireland. Things are looking up for this virus. We're going to get to start playing bridge next Thursday. Wow. Yes, I love bridge. My parents used to play it all the time. A great social game with a lot of intellectual energy put into it. Jason 15141, worried about talking to a therapist for certain things when I know you need to do that. Yeah, well, therapists are going to be confidential. They're not going to, and they're also not going to put you down. They're unconditionally loving. Yes, glue would be dangerous. I agree with you, Peter Shields. Hey, Madam Roy, 9 months sober, 40 milligrams of Prozac. As long as I don't drink, getting back into singing and making soups for my husband. Only sure thing in life has changed. Absolutely, Madge. By the way, how are you enjoying the audiobook? And thank you again for getting it from Audible. I was mentioning to people here, if anybody wanted to write a review, that would be really, really cool. That would definitely help. And the other thing, it'd be nice if you went ahead and you just let people know about my website on suicide prevention called overcomingsuicidalpain.com. 20 years of work, struggling with suicide myself, helping other people. It's all very valuable. Vishnu MP, hi sir, from India. My mental health is getting better every day. Please reply with my email. And did you send me an email? I guess I'll have to look it up. People say me mad. Everyone call me mad. Am I really mad? I don't think so, but I can't tell over the internet. Been having lots of anxiety bouts, says Michael Memory. Yes, well, unfortunately, anxiety attacks do come for some people. Eating things that aren't food is called pica, and it often means you have a severe nutritional deficiency. I hope your doctor can help you. Thank you, Lazy Eye Ranch. Didn't know that. How long does it take to get rid of intrusive thoughts? I've been dealing with them for 2 months. Well, I don't know if you can completely get rid of them, but you can change the way you respond to them. And hopefully you're under the care of a psychologist or a therapist. How to handle health anxiety, that's a tough one. Say to yourself, my favorite affirmation, oh hell, I'm well. I'll put it right here. 4 words and they rhyme. Oh hell, I'm well. There it is. The shortest affirmation ever written, one of the best. All right. Vanish MP, now repeat, cancel, less times a day so the intrusive thoughts are going down. That's a wonderful thing. Absolutely. Julie Knight, nice to see you. Red Reishi Ocean Power Organic is very good to use with moods and has many benefits. Just a quarter teaspoon of my coffee is great. Needs to be organic. Red Reishi Mushroom Powder in your coffee, huh? Wow. Or is it in your coffee? Oh, it is in your coffee. Wow. Maybe it's sweetener. LC Alive OCD, and my theme right now is COVID. I'm scared of getting exposed to it and constantly wash my hands and disinfect everything. How do I cure or treat this type of OCD? Well, There's a book called Brain Lock, and basically you need to talk to someone who can help you refute those irrational thoughts. Uh, yeah, it's a horrible nightmare to be trapped by your thoughts, isn't it? But it can be. Medication plus therapy always can help, as well as exercise, social support, and all the other things we talk about. But this is a particularly tough thing to do. Yeah, Brainwhack by Jeffrey Schwartz is a book that could help you. But again, most important thing to do is get under good care. All right. Hey, Dirty Dasher. Nice to see you. I feel like a candidate. I feel so low self-esteem. Why would anyone want to be with me? That reminds me of what Groucho Marx said. Why would anyone? Why I would never want to join a club that would have me as a member. That's low self-esteem. Well, you need to work on your self-esteem and find out why you feel that way. Probably your upbringing, and replace that negative self-talk with something very much more uplifting. Jason, just about everyone on the planet has intrusive thoughts. The difference is that people get triggered by them emotionally. Some people. Yeah, when my intrusive thoughts come, I just watch them go by like clouds in the sky or flow by like leaves on a stream. I just try not to hold on to them. Madam Roy, lazy. I don't see how I endured 79 years of clinical depression. I'm a late bloomer. Yep, well, I endured about 68 of them. All right, yes, depression does cause low self-esteem. All right, looks like Sherry Nabil Tricks looks like is doing some, what do you call it? Trolling. So I guess we're going to have to basically hide this user from the channel. Okay, that's good. And then we can go ahead and remove this. And then we can also report this person. I guess they got removed. Well, that's good. Sorry about that interruption. And Anna Q. Mishra, I guess we're going to have to report you also and remove you also. All right. Okay. He has been reported. Anna Kushna Mishra has been reported. Wow, we haven't had any trolls in a long time, have we? Dreamlight, trap thoughts are the worst. Change my environment when they start. Always try to go outside to see how normal they are. Then I know it's not my thoughts. We are not our emotion. Absolutely correct. It's a real shame when people come here for a laugh, immature. Well, yes, hardly ever happens, but anyway, they're gone now. Gigi, hello, I withdraw the medication. I have no energy. Well, you might want to talk to your doctor about that. Do I have GAD symptoms? Yes, I do. I have general anxiety disorder as a diagnosis, but I mostly deal with my anxiety through affirmations and also exercise. And see, living this long to 84, I've had many ups and downs, but this life has been very interesting. I've had to manage to overcome many heartaches. Good for you, you're a survivor. Are you also a Pisces? I'm born February 22nd, 49. Somehow I remember that you were also a Pisces. For the most part, everyone is super. They are. Elsie, I'm going to get help for my OCD. I know exposure reaction therapy helps, but how can you do that without risking getting exposed to COT? Well, just stay 6 feet when you get exposed, right? All our repellent personalities, please go troll somewhere else. Yes, I know who you're referring to, James. Do I believe in star sign compatibility? Yes, to an extent. I am used to be a professional astrologer, but it's more complicated than you think it is. All right, Metal Odyssey. Wow, nice to see you. God, it's been a while. Doug, do you think it's possible to stop Paxil after weaning down to 2.5 milligrams? It's possible, but I would definitely go ahead and talk to your doctor about it before you do anything. Oh, wow. Your back surgery, more movement of my body every day. Thanks for always being here on Sundays. You're welcome, Stephanie. Haven't heard from you in a long time. I'm glad you're healing. Do you know what sucks about life is when you're completely happy with your own life despite whatever shortcomings, but I've never been happier than I am now. Well, that sounds like a good thing. All right. All right. All right. Also in Pisces, for years I've been scared to get help, but I think sometimes it's good. Yeah, you definitely should get help on Akika. Nija Vose, please, Doug, you have to suggest to me a book on hypersensitivity. In one of the comments, I lost the information. Author the title, Thank You, Love and Peace. Yes, it's called uh, oh God, Highly Sensitive Person. God, I've got a good memory from my mother. Thank you, Estelle. I should show you a picture of her. She's a really cool person, even though she's been dead for 18 years. She was a cool person. Okay, Ninji, it's called A Highly Sensitive Person by Elaine Aron. Elaine I have my mother to thank for my good mind. So, Nenzi, that's the name of the book, The Highly Sensitive Person by Elaine Aron. Do you believe in gods and goddesses? Yes, I do, absolutely. We'll be checking your book out. Yeah, well, go to Amazon and please check it out. You can get it on Amazon and Kindle, but most important, you can get it as an audiobook. That's what the wonderful thing is. A woman called me or wrote me, she was actually blind and was listening to my book. Isn't that wonderful? Audiobooks exist for blind people. Any thoughts on schizoid personality? Yes, that's an old diagnosis from Wilhelm Reich. I don't know a lot about it. I just know it's a diagnosis and it means something. What's my favorite Subway sandwich? I like bacon BMT because it's the most indulgent. Food can be really a pleasurable thing, can it? Hey, Cheyenne, nice to see you. Wow, it's been so long. Good to have you back. Madame Moy SV, I've had back surgery 2 years ago. Before that, I couldn't walk without agony. Had a great neurosurgeon. How do you now do calisthenics every day for an hour? Wow, addicted to opiate pills till surgery. Wow. Good. Madge, you've overcome a lot. You're a strong person. Merci. You say you live in Serbia, Nancy, but you speak French. So, do I think the brain lock might help someone who's obsessive ruminating? Yes. I went ahead and just recommended it. You are Pisces. I have good memory. Aren't you born like really close to me? What's your date of birth, Anne? How do you deal with your mind making constant comparisons? As a college student, it's pretty much constant. Yes, I did that when I was your age. You have to remember that you're running your own race, and that it's silly to compare yourself to other people because they had different upbringing, different genes than you. So you just have to compare yourself to yourself. That's where the comparison is. And set goals and ask yourself, am I accomplishing them? If not, how can I do better? I have a video on that called "What Happens When You Compare Yourself to Others." Michael. Yes, check out Douglas on Patreon. I forgot about that. Right. I've been pushing that, but patreon.com, www.patreon.com/Douglas Bloch. You can become a member of this channel or a supporter of this channel for as little as $2 a month. Yes, cooking food is a meditation and self-love, perfect making an audio so blind people can listen and benefit. That wasn't my original intention, but now I realize that blind people can benefit, not just from my audiobook, but anybody's. What a wonderful invention. And I was going to recommend something. Yes, www.patreon.com/my name, and you can become a standing member of this channel for as little as $2 a month. It's a way to basically help support us, this free will offering. It is 12:38 p.m. on March 21st. We still don't know who is famous that was born today. Someone please tell me. Portland, Oregon. The temperature is now 49 degrees, and thank you all for being here. How's my concentration? Very good, fortunately. Can I make a video on anger management? I did make a video called Anger and Depression. You may want to look it up. Lalisa Backman. Hey, I'm interested in chemistry, but I want to take Michelle as my subject. Please help. Selena Gomez. Not quite sure what that is. Stephanie wants to join the WhatsApp group. That's up to Pedar Shields, or maybe someone else can tell her. Wow. You're cooking Spanish food. That's wonderful. I don't have time to. Douglas, what can you recommend when you feel yourself falling back into a depressive episode? Well, if you get my book, Healing from Depression, there's a whole chapter on relapse prevention. But essentially, you start to implement some of the things you were doing that helped you get out of the depression, like exercise, getting enough sleep. That's a big one. Calling your therapist. Talking yourself up, eating well. So that's what you do. You go ahead and you basically bring back into your life coping strategies and tools that you've used to get well in the first place. Is my book available in India? Yes, but both the print book and the audiobook are available in India. Your channel is part of my mental health toolbox. I like that phrase, Peter. Thank you. From Sweden. Oh, I've always wanted to go to Sweden. I love Scandinavia. I also hear the flag of Sweden is a big plus. Don't blame me. That was Jason Clulow's joke. Who was born today on March 21st in the 1600s? I'm going crazy. Someone's got to tell me who was born today. I'll give you a hint. His last name starts with the same letter as my last name, and it ends with the same letter. No, it's not Douglas Bloch, maybe in a past lifetime, but it's somebody who has the same first and last letter of the last name. Who was born today? Someone tell me who's well known. Whew. The book is definitely available in South Korea. And which book are you referring to? Bernie Sanders? No, his name doesn't start with a B and then an H. Come on. Kajika Zakare, these live streams are so genuine. Welcome. Thank you very much. Spam on a fork. I thought you said spam on a fork. Johann Sebastian Bach, Shirley K. Yes, thank you so much. And thank you, Little Bit Farm. Nice to see you again. Yes. You know that he was only known as a church organist? Nobody knew about his compositions when he died. Can you believe it? I mean, I consider him the best ever composer, maybe close second and third of Beethoven and Mozart. Johann Sebastian Bach. And his brother was much more famous in the... Cheyenne, thank you for your $10 donation. Nice to see you again. So lovely. Can you remind me what part of the country you live in? What a beautiful name, Cheyenne. All right. So, yes, and my wife is listening to Johann Sebastian Bach right now. Well, let's open the door and see if we can get the music in. Can you hear it? I'm sure can anybody hear the Bach in the background? If not, I'll ask Joan to turn up the radio. Can I ask a grown question? I don't know. It can be grown. It could be child. I'm going to go ask Joan to turn up the music. It's so beautiful. I love listening to Bach fugues, and they're so mathematical. Yes, I played a tiny bit of Bach on the piano last night. Oh, you play the piano? God bless you. Yes. Oh, he's amazing. What did the limestone say to the geologist? Don't take me for granite. That was fantastic, Thomas Doughboy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. You live in California. That's right. Thank you for your message, your kindness so much. All right, Joan. I'm going to turn up. I want to bring the music. Are you done back there? I'm going to bring this closer. This is Bach, right? There he is right there. Johann Sebastian Bach and his music. Born today, 1682 or whatever. What happened? I screwed up. Oh my goodness. Tell me, Joan. Oh well. I need to go back to YouTube. There it is. All right. Patty Brady from Ireland. How's mental health these days? I'm about up and down in moods. Yes. The Brandenburg Concertos. I don't think that's. I don't know if it's Brandenburg. I'm doing okay. How are you doing in Ireland? Thank you, Edward, and thank you, Cheyenne, for your donations. A true leader from mental illness. I hope I'm not leading you into the swamp. How's that music? If it's too loud, I can turn it down. Mel H. Hi, Douglas. Do you have a suggestion for someone who does not believe in God but wants to have faith in something? You can have faith in your higher power, right? Or have faith in nature. I'm going to turn that down. I know, coming in off a clamor. Okay, music is lower. Thank you. Anyway, Bach is so wonderful. Absolutely so. All right, so I won't be getting off my chair anymore. Thomas Boy, you're 16? You're only 16? The Bill Damien by Johann Strauss is my favorite. Oh yeah, it's great. So much genius from the human race. I have unrealistic thoughts that I cannot control. Possible cause, cross wiring in the brain. I feel already better when I'm in this live meeting. Thank you, Havla Draghi Douglas, which must mean something in some other language. Yes, Bach is beautiful. Lalisa Blackpink. We got some new people here. Hey, Bloch, just want a quick help. I want to persuade my career as beggar in South America. I love Selena, but she hate me. My love story ended. I'm crying help. I'm in a bottle. I'm also a cabbage. Yeah, I hope that makes sense to somebody. Hey Douglas, what do principal sprinters eat before a race? Nothing, they fast. Yes, very, very funny. Sierra and Debony, hopelessness. I'm sorry you feel hopeless. Remember though that this too shall pass. James French, you can learn about classical pieces. Just listen to them on. Does anybody listen to it anymore? Spotify, right? And also, Joan. There was a very, very popular app that people used to listen to for music. Aaron, a G string, yes, wonderful Bach piece. What's the most important thing when you're having low moods? Tell yourself this too shall pass. Call someone on the phone, get up and run, take a deep breath, visualize a happy moment in your life. There's all sorts of techniques. Actually, there's about 45 of them in this little diagram here that if you email me at douglasbloch@gmail.com, I'll send them to you. Exercise, drink water, reach out to family or friends, go to a support group, call your therapist, positive self-talk, laugh. Many things you can do. Yes, Joan and Bruce. Joan is right here. Pandora, thank you, Gigi. God bless you. Yes, Pandora. They always put the names of the music on. You're in Serbia, right? But was that Serbian you were just essentially speaking in? Music is food for the soul. Talk to Jesus, not Blackpink is the trash. All right. Well, we are having strange people on right now, aren't we? RCB, nice to see you. Abdullah Hamad, my unrealistic thoughts have totally stopped me from doing anything out of my studies for a year. Well, again, reach out for support. That's what therapists, counselors are for. Count your blessings and depressions can run away. Absolutely. By the way, where is Robert Jenkins today? He's been doing so well. I hope he hasn't had a relapse or anything. Beth, I'm in the Inland Empire too. I'm near Banning, 30 miles from Palm Springs. Wow. Shirley Cage says, I've heard many bad things there in England. She must mean about COVID. Life Sciences with Mekwisha Khan, tired and tested, focus on blessings. That's a good thing. If you like classical, try a sample CD that you might find on your YouTube or purchase 20th Century Pianist. It's got the most beautiful collection on it. Doctor, where am I dwelling? I'm dwelling in Portland, Oregon, in my lovely home on the Alameda Ridge, and it is now 12:49 here. Let's see, Bruce, Cheyenne, I don't know. He's maybe outside. Yep, he's eating the grass outside. If he comes in, I'll show him. Thank you, Cheyenne, for coming back. Send me an email sometime. It's nice to see you there. In that chart, what's the most important thing to do when you're going through relapse? Reach out for support. That's what it is. We can't heal in isolation. We need other people. Even though I've been doing music for years, I still feel like a novice. You're only 16. Bruce is doing great. Clear in, if you ask. Depression hates a moving target. You're right. Oh, Stephanie, definitely come up to Portland. It would be great to see you. Anyway, there have been so many people talking about Bruce. We need to basically give people a shot of Bruce okay, what are we doing? All photos? We're doing albums, right? All right, everybody. Those of you who have not seen Bruce, here he is. Whoops. Bruce the cat. You see him? He's a lovely, lovely, lovely Persian Himalayan. Look how cute he is with that heart. He's a lover. All right, we can't heal in isolation. We need other people. Yes, Stephanie and I agree on many things. Brucey, yes, we had a DJ in New York called Cousin Brucey. MMA guy, hey Doug, honestly, a 3-year dream has been crushed out of mine along with a breakup which is attached to that dream. I feel so empty, man. I don't want to get out of bed. Well, you've gone through a loss. You have no goal. This is. You need to reach out, talk to a counselor, and remember, you can everything that you lose, you can regain. Maybe not the same person, maybe not the same dream, but nature abhors a vacuum. Madeline Wright, James, my mother used to play me Chopin Fantasy impromptu when I was a little girl. She loved it. Always say, play Chopin, vivid memory image. Yes, your grandma, wonderful person. Bruce the Moose. I wouldn't call him a moose. Julie Knight says, you have to feel connected. I go to find help in a grow group gardening. Cats can cover a lot too. Absolutely. All right. Sanda Ismail from Denmark. Hey, you showed up at the last 8 minutes. Really, really nice to see you. How's things coming with your depression and your children? Am I riding today? No, I'm going to get a new vacuum cleaner from my wife, Joan, and our cleaner. But I will ride at the end of the day, actually. I'll take a 20-minute ride at sunset. MC Ninian, I usually don't listen to classical music, but this is quite relaxing. It's a nice way to spend Sunday from Oregon. Yes. Listening to Bach is very relaxing and it's very healing. Highly recommend classical music if you're feeling anxious. Yes, Shirley K has had both jabs from Pfizer. I had one from Johnson & Johnson. Jason Clueless, doctor, I keep thinking I'm a dog. Well, jump on the couch and I'll examine you. Sorry, I'm not allowed on the couch. A squirrel goes into a psychiatrist's office. He says, Doctor, is it true you are what you eat? The shrink says, yeah, I think that's good. The squirrel says, well, if you are what you eat, I'm nuts. There you have it. Another joke. Well, we have 6 minutes left. We could use a couple more donations. They have certainly been down in the last couple of weeks, but oh well. You know, people give what they can. Hi, Shirley. Great Britain, the UK is still in lockdown, no foreign, something possibly, COVID numbers dropping, COVID deaths dropping, many vaccinated. How are you? Same thing in America, RCB. COVID deaths are dropping, COVID vaccinations are increasing. There must be a connection. Yes, SB, so nice to see you here again, Stephanie. Just curious, do you listen to other mental health YouTubers? I listen to Noah. Speaking of which, Noah is coming on this station on Thursday as a guest after being in rehab, and we're going to hear his insights about overcoming depression and alcohol addiction. My well-being chart is very helpful. Yes, it is. Do you have a copy? Oh, the theme for the Lord of the Rings, a very beautiful theme. Ashwagandha, immediately effect for anxiety. Yeah, it is an adaptogen. Singing opens the throat chakra, and breathing and singing helps open up the chest. Me, 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 me. How is that? Oh, this is the Brandenburg Concerto right here. All right. A sweet little kitty adopted me 3 months ago. He's a gift from God. He's quite adorable. Seems to love me a lot. It's been so long since anything loved me. It was happy to see you. Well, Lazy Eye Ranch, you deserve to be loved. Jason, you are learning the violin. That's wonderful. Shirley, were you okay post-bac? OXF vaccine made me ill. 2nd to April, lots of nursing colleagues sick post-bac. Lots of accident here, most wearing masks. How was your week? And when you said, what is OXF vaccine? That's not Pfizer and it's not Moderna. Maybe you have a different company there in England. Lazy Ranch, you got 2 stimulus checks. So maybe you got 600 and 1,400. Maybe you're owed to. Were they the same? Right. The Tune-In Foundation. Yes, obviously. The well-being chart is this one. Healing from depression, self-care activities for depression and anxiety. That's what he's talking about. The other sign says boost your psychological immune system. So something I've developed only over 24 years. Would I be open to doing Zoom support groups? Yeah, if I could get the people. Oh, AstraZeneca or Oxford vaccine. Thank you. I don't know if they have the AstraZeneca here in Big No. Yes, he will be interviewed this coming Thursday. He'll be posted on Saturday on this channel. Vanisha MP. We have a lot of folks from India here, a lot of folks from the Middle East, a lot of folks from the UK, a lot of folks from America, some from Panama, some from Denmark, some from Serbia. This is an international support group, everybody, coming here to support and love each other. And love is the healing power, the greatest healing power in the universe. That's what Jesus said. That's what Buddha said. That's what every spiritual teacher said. And most importantly, that's what the Beatles said. And I'd play All You Need Is Love, but they would be upset because you can't do more than 10 seconds of copyright music here on YouTube. What time of day with Noah? Lagai, 4 o'clock where we're filming. You won't be able to see it until I post it on YouTube. I'll let you know. It might be posted on the 27th of March or April 3rd. Don't know which one yet. Welcome to the group, Vanesha. Give your email address to Pedar and see if you want to be on the list. We can email during the week. Yes, I did see those depression groups on Zoom. Thank you, Match. I don't feel like I need to get one right now, but maybe I can send them to people who need them. Yes, love is not great enough in the world these days. That's, love's in need of love today, says Stevie Wonder, right? Jackie DeShannon, right? What the world needs now is love. Who remembers that song? Come on, Anne. Lazy Eye Ranch. Do you remember that song? One of my favorite songs now. Written by Burke Backrack, who I happen to know indirectly. Do me a favor. Could some of you listen to What the World Needs Now is Love between now and live chat next time and let me know what you think? It would be great. Lots of folks from Africa. That's good. Burt Backrat, yeah. Hal David, which is his writing partner, lived down the street from my best friend, about 5 houses. Yes, I knew Hal David as a child. Oh, what a wonderful Burt Backrack. Oh my God, what a wonderful composer. Anyway, what the world needs now is love. Listen to it, please. Charles Adverzuki looked into Adlerian therapy yesterday. Act as if technique and push button technique are helpful for negative thoughts. Absolutely, Charles. Thank you. Our gardening group meets on Zoom when in lockdown. It helps as we talk about plants and cooking and all sorts of common interests. Yes, Julie, gardening is a wonderfully therapeutic thing. You're welcome, Kevin. Can everybody hear the Brandon can share on the background? That was probably too loud, but anyway, I love Johann Sebastian Bach. It is his birthday. Love the world with your God, with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength. Yes, Sunflower Cyril, nice to see you. All right. And I'm not quite sure what Lauren Rose is saying, but all right. Boy, we had a lot of trolls today, didn't we? Don't know why. I guess it happens every now and then, huh? Thank you for your quotes, Sunflower Girl, from the Bible. Burt Bacharach was one of the 20th century's songwriters. Yes, some of the greatest. You like Vivaldi's Winter? Everything by Vivaldi is good. Thank you. Thank you for praying for us. Prayer is a wonderful thing. You got a $2,800 direct deposit? My bank has 2 different names, changed after divorce 3 years ago. Wow. S. Marriott. Oh, Marriott from Marriott Hotels. Wow. Yes, Bruce the cat is very, 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 very cute. All right. Well, how about one more donation at 1 o'clock? Otherwise, I'm out of here and go get my vacuum cleaner. Mr. Bloch, you helped me out a few months ago here to view my first live chat. You will guitar surrender. It's noon on Sunday Pacific time. You're here at the very end, but maybe next time you could come at noon Pacific time, 7 hours from Greenwich. Yes, that isn't inside the mezuzah. You're absolutely right. Thank you for hosting us and playing Bach. I feel really good right now, Julie Knight. Well, thanks for Joan. She's the one who played him. I just went ahead and brought Bach closer to us. 2 p.m. Peace to everyone. 2 p.m. to you, Lagai. It's 1 hour later in Alberta. Always nice to see you. Yeah, I went ahead and got Laura and Rose out of there. It took me a while. Sorry about that. I have so many messages to read. You can't see them all, but all the messages have been deleted, as you can tell. All right. So, thank you, Mark. Nice to see you. 5 pounds. Very nice. Thank you for that blessing. So, just a couple of things before I go. I'm going through Hell Don't Stop. My memoir of overcoming depression is now an audiobook. I have a wonderful new site called Overcoming Suicidal Pain, if you can see it over there. Yeah, there it is, right up there. Yeah, stay positive, stay happy. Remember, all things are impermanent, say the Buddhist. What goes down must come up. If you're feeling bad today, a bad day is usually followed by a good day. And love yourselves, good self-care, pray to your higher power. Yes, Plaster Doug, you're very funny, Tony Issue. Well, I am interviewing Noah on Thursday. Hopefully he will go ahead and show up. But I've been trying to reach out to him, but he'll get there. I need a new vacuum cleaner too. My old weird cat chewed one up. Well, I'll show you mine next time. I know you mean pastor, not plaster. Venetia MP, it's 1:33 a.m. and anybody still wants to listen to your live stream. Thank you very much for your videos on depression and anxiety. Yes, well, thank you for listening to them and watching them. All right. Well, I got a lot of good people here. A couple of trolls, but not everybody can be positive, right? And just to be in Space Whale, nice to see you. I love your name. It's one of my favorite names of all time. You'll have to tell me how. All right. Well, I'm going to check out of here. Yes, Noah's going to be great on the interview. He's such a dynamic person, isn't he? Right. Well, until we meet again, I wish you the best in your mental health recovery. You guys can talk to each other after I sign out. And remember, all 16 episodes of my book are now up there, audiobook. You can go back and listen to any of them anytime. And it's all about miracles happening. Look, if you really want healing and you pray for it, at some point you're going to be answered. All right. See you next week.